Hello everyone. Tonight, I want to share a story that may remind you of someone you know, or maybe even yourself. It's the story of a landlord who controlled land, money, and people, but could not control the fears hidden in his own heart. By the end of this story, you will see what really happens when you choose fear over growth. Let's begin. In Kosa village lived Fahad Malik, a middle-aged landlord. People feared his footsteps. Even birds flew away from his fields when they saw him coming. He was known for harsh punishments, loud voice, strict rules, zero softness, but behind his cruelty lived a truth no one knew. Fahad was scared. Scared of losing respect. Scared of being questioned. Scared of being seen as weak. So he chose fear every day and called it power. One morning, a new worker named Akil arrived. Young, calm, focused. He didn't fear the landlord like others did. Villagers warned him, "Careful, the landlord breaks men's spirits." Akil smiled. "A spirit only breaks when you stop growing." Fahad didn't like him. Not because Akil was rude, but because Akil reminded him of everything he lacked: confidence, calmness, courage. Every year, Kosa village held a grand night festival. Music, lights, food stalls, poetry, dance, and one special event, the courage box. A wooden box placed on a stage, filled with hidden objects. You must put your hand inside and describe what you feel in front of the whole village. Some objects were soft, some rough, some alive, just frogs or tiny birds, nothing dangerous. But people laughed, screamed, or panicked, and the whole village enjoyed the reactions. It was a fun tradition, but for Fahad it was a nightmare. Why? Because he feared embarrassment more than anything. Even a small laugh from the crowd could destroy his false power. This year, for the first time, the village demanded, "Fahad Sahib, you should do it too. You are our landlord. Lead us." People clapped. Children cheered. Crowd shouted his name. Fahad froze. His entire body stiffened, his throat dried, his face felt hot. He wanted to say no. He wanted to walk away. He wanted to shout at them. But dozens of eyes watched him. Then Akil stepped forward and said gently, "Sir, do it. Not for us, for yourself." A quiet silence spread. Fahad looked at the wooden courage box. Dark inside, something moving. His heart beat loudly. He put one foot on the stage, then stopped. People whispered, "Look, the landlord got scared. He is afraid. All power gone." Fahad's ego cracked like dry soil. Fear won again, and he walked off the stage. Villagers didn't laugh loudly, but their eyes did, and for the first time in his life, Fahad felt small, very small. That night, he couldn't sleep. A voice inside tormented him. "You rule others, but not yourself. Even a simple box defeated you. Your fear controls your entire life." He remembered Akil's eyes, calm, clear, fearless. He whispered to himself, "Maybe I am the weakest man in this village." He sat on the floor, hands shaking, heart heavy, ego shattered, and tears he had held for 20 years finally fell. Early morning, Fahad went to the fields. He found Akil watering the crops. With a soft voice, Fahad said, "Akil, why did you tell me to try the courage box?" Akil wiped his hands and replied, "Because courage doesn't come from winning, it comes from trying." Fahad looked down. "I am scared of being seen as weak." Akil smiled. "Sir, people don't follow strength, they follow honesty." This hit Fahad harder than any insult ever had. He realized his cruelty wasn't strength, it was fear wearing a mask. From that day, Fahad began changing, slowly, quietly, deeply. He started by apologizing to villagers he had hurt. He reduced rents. He treated workers with respect. He listened more, shouted less, learned from mistakes. He even stood on the stage at the next village festival and placed his hand inside the courage box. This time it was only a small frog. But the whole village clapped, not because of the frog, but because Fahad finally grew. And he smiled. a real, humble smile. So my friends, this is what happens when you choose fear over growth. Your world becomes small, your heart becomes hard, your life becomes empty. But the moment you choose courage, even in small steps, your entire life begins to blossom. If you ever feel afraid, remember the landlord who spent half his life hiding, and the other half finally learning to grow. Take a deep breath, and remember, every action has a reaction. Choose growth, even when fear feels easier. If you want to improve your English through simple motivational stories, hit the subscribe button. Learn, grow, and change your life, one story at a time.